Looking at Books, a Smithco podcast. Hello and welcome back to Looking at Books, the Smithco podcast that looks at books and other forms of entertainment. Today we're looking at Shakespeare's plays. So, what the question we're asking here today is that did Shakespeare plagiarise plays? So if we look at the evidence by comparing his plays with other people's plays or poems or forms of media, from that time, and obviously basically published before his plays came out, we can see that yes, it is in fact true. We see this in record in such plays and poems and such things as Arthur Brooke. Arthur Brooke wrote a poem which Shakespeare basically took and created Romeo and Juliet out of. This is a perfect example of what he would do. He would take a poem and convert it into a play. Obviously, in the modern day, what you'd say there is, adapted by Shakespeare. People do it in the television industry, in the movie industry, and they do this, but obviously they do have to credit the author. Of course, but this didn't happen for Shakespeare. So what Shakespeare did, for example, for Romeo and Juliet, was he took Arthur Brooke's plays. He took Arthur Brooke's poem, and he added a single scene and lengthened the. He shortened the entire proceeding into a shorter period of time. So this basically meant that he would publish it. He then published Romeo and Juliet and did not credit Arthur Brooke. And this is also seen in for Hamlet. It's seen for multiple different plays. But one of the main points you do see with Shakespeare is that instead of going on the line of just focusing in on people of that period of time, he would take from physically the people from ancient Greece and those kind of places as well. He wouldn't just take from his period of time. So obviously he would translate them into English, and in some cases the things would turn out to be we can actually see that, because when we translate them ourselves, we can compare, and we can see that they are actually almost exactly the same. And this is the point. So we do see that if we look at it, it is clear to us that Shakespeare did in fact steal the work of other people. But of course, this in fact is interesting when it comes to his sonnets, because when we look at his sonnets, it's slightly different. Because when we look at sonnets, we don't tend to see as many similarities with other people's work. So with his sonnets, as evidence would suggest that his sonnets are actually more original. So as far as we know, possibly in the future this will be proven to be untrue. But as far as we know, his sonnets are actually they are actually original content. One of the main things that you do hear about people, and people have been saying this for years, is that Shakespeare copied from an individual person. So people have said that Francis Bacon wrote Shakespeare's plays. This is not true. So people who support Shakespeare, they have proven that this is not true, that Shakespeare existed and Shakespeare would have written these plays. But the problem is that he would have actually copied them from other people. So he would have written them and he would have published them as his own, but they wouldn't have been by an individual person. They would have been written by multiple different people, and that is what you must understand. So Shakespeare plays, yes, they were definitely plagiarized from other people. Obviously, the problem is you can't really, sue him. But so yes, we can see that from the evidence. Sonnets, of course, are on a different side. We don't really. It appears that he did not plagiarize for his sonnets. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Looking at Books, and I hope I've educated you into Shakespeare's plays and how they are actually in fact not Shakespeare's plays. Warning though to all who are studying Shakespeare in school, possibly it's not a good idea probably to, write, the real author of his plays, because while yes, you are strictly speaking correct, you will not get the marks. Books. Is performed, researched, produced, published, and edited by Smithco. It is published onto the Smithco YouTube channel. Copyright Smithco 2021.